What's up, YouTube? Long time no see. Okay, I haven't uploaded in a while. Anybody watching knows that. But it's been for a good reason. I've been trying to hold off for a while because I was trying to get something new to put together. This is for the wife. We all want to go riding again. It's an ATV, 200cc. But yeah, I'm going to try and get this thing put together today. Shouldn't be too bad. Yeah. I don't even know what the name of this thing is. I just know it's a 200cc, and I got it from Moto Buys online. But yeah, guys, it's good to see you again. It's been a while. So yeah, let's get into this thing. Any questions, feel free to ask. Comments, it's all good. But I'm gonna get this stuff removed. I had to leave it out here last night. It was raining, so I didn't want the box to get too soaked. But thank you guys for joining us again. Yeah, let's do this. So yeah, this thing probably, I'm not exactly sure. I didn't really do a lot of research online about it. I saw one video of a guy putting it together, but they didn't really talk about anything. And it might not even be in the same one. That video was like 3 years ago. So let's see if this thing's any good. But Moto Buys, man, they don't charge you for like shipping or anything. And I choose to have it, you know, not assembled, because not that I don't trust somebody else to put it together, but basically saying I don't trust somebody else to put it together. And getting Loctite on stuff and, you know, greasing things up. I just feel better about doing it myself because it seems to make sense. And then I know that it's been done. And we got a little bit of water in there. Yeah. Not too bad. It'll be all right. But yeah, I'm gonna have to set the phone down for a little bit, and once I get the box off, we'll come back to this and assess what we have and what needs to be put together. All right. And the shipper was really nice. It was R&L Freight or something like that. Yeah, but it wasn't too bad. He had me even inspect the box before signing anything and taking on, you know, I mean, other than the pallet, I think looks fine. But once we get it open, that's when we'll truly know. This is a brake handle that was sticking out. Definitely rubbed on something a little bit, but whatever. And a lot of these little holes are pre-wrapped, so it came that way from China. Alright, yeah, here's the picture. I guess that's what it's supposed to look like. Kind of looks like a little Raptor knockoff-ish a little bit, which is alright, cool. I mean, Raptors were pretty sweet looking, so yeah, that's probably why they copied it. But metal frame, let's get this box off here. Ooh, tires look pretty decent. Not too bad. It's about the size of the ones we had before. 200cc, some plastic. It's a little dusty. Dang, is it? There better be a gas cap in here somewhere. I'm gonna be pissed if there isn't. And we got some lights. Definitely gonna have to put air in the tires. Come here. I'm recording, but it's okay. Dang. Look how dirty this bag is. Wonder how old this thing's been sitting in here. Oh, it came with a flag. No way. Shit, you don't even have to worry about it. Look, you got your own little flag. Dang, bro. You ready to go trail riding. But yeah, we got the tire here. I think these are part of the, yeah, this is part of the fenders. Tires definitely, hopefully the bead is on, because that's going to be fun. Shouldn't be too bad, I guess. Looks like the back tires are on? No, they're not. Definitely not. Definitely not on. Damn, do I have to get a cutting torch to get this thing out? Oh, no, there's bolts down here. I got grinding wheels if I need to. What do you think so far? Take a look. You got your own little nifty little flag. Mm-hmm. It's about the size of your 125 that you had before.
Yeah.
Look at that. Made in China. So I pulled some plastic off. Ooh, dang. See that rubbing on there pretty good. All right, so looks like I'm gonna have to deal with brakes, steering, handlebars, shock. What is that? Is that a? Oh, that's part of the shock. Part of the shock. Looks kind of like a GY6 style type long block, but with this weird transmission part, it's a little different, probably because it has reverse and stuff. But from here forward, looks very similar. Japan carburetor, cool. Wonder if it's real. The paint doesn't look horrible, but everything's kind of still up in the air. I mean, dang, somebody had a good time with the grinder. I mean, for less than $2,000, I don't think it's too bad. But look at the plate. Look at the size of that chain. Dang, son. 200 cc's of Fury. Not bad looking. Little wasp man looking, but you know, it's not horrible. It's got a VIN number. So. Ooh, a random shock bolt just sitting right there. Dang, son. I don't think I like that, but at least it's still there. I'm pretty good with these things, so even if I am missing some bolts, Lowe's is right around the corner. I can get some hardware, or I might have some already. Kickstarter. What is this here? Oh, this is the front. What is this? Oh, these are foot guards. All right here. Okay, foot guards. Cool. Put that over here. Tires don't look like the worst, but we'll find out, because I'm sure somebody's gonna take it right on the road, and we'll find out how good these tires actually are. But I'm gonna get some more pieces out of here and let my thing charge up, and we'll start getting this put together. Looks like I have to put on the whole spindle, the knuckle. Oh yeah, this is gonna be a good time. All right, we'll be back. Yeah, look at this. So it's a 12/12/23. That's where it was made. Okay. Oh, got all kinds of cards here. Interesting. Consumer emissions information. So I guess it's got a clean emissions. Is that what that means? I guess it's the only way they can import these things is emissions. Cool. Or Ricky's Power Sports. I guess that's where it probably originally came, unless because of Moto buys from where I get them from. So I wonder if Moto buys got it from here, or I don't know. Not that big of a deal. I'm just curious. That's cool. Tags. Right on. But anyways, that looks crooked. Unless the tank is just crooked. Gosh, I hope there is a gas cap. Alright, a few more things that I've noticed. Paint has been rubbed off here. I mean, it came from China in 2023, so it's probably been moved around a few times. To be expected. I mean, I like that they put a cover on stuff, but I don't know. Look at this awesome craftsmanship right here. I'm just still waiting for the thing to charge up. The rear swing arm doesn't look the worst, but I guess for that setup on here, it has to be that way. At least it's got disc brakes in the back and drum on the front. But I haven't even seen the spindles yet. Hi. Like, what the heck? Where are those? I feel like... Are we missing them? Oh, dude. I'm gonna be so bummed. I don't see them anywhere. What am I missing? Am I missing something? I'm missing something. I know it. I'll be back. Whoa. I thought I was missing some stuff. I thought I was missing a spindle hub or whatever for the front wheels. Let me show you. It was easy to overlook because it's not in my mind what I was thinking I was gonna see. So all I saw was this, but there it is hanging down. I got panicked. I was like, that, oh wow, that's some cheap dry rotted. Dang, dude, this thing's ripped. Dang, son. That's not cool. That shit is destroyed. Dang. But we're gonna send it anyways. Just probably, oh shit. This thing has been beat to tarnation. What the world? Where's the upper shock mount? No. Right there. There it is. Right there. Okay, but yeah, I didn't see this. What is holding this sucker up? Oh, there's that thing I was looking for. What's it? Zip tie? Yep, zip tie. Oh man, that's a real big bummer. Those, I mean, you can't grease them anyways. There's no grease cert on it. So in a way, that could be kind of good because I could stick some PB Blaster right up in that hole. We'll see what happens. But yeah, I'm gonna grease the crap out of the stuff that I can. Right. And it did come with a title that could be processed, which was kind of interesting. All right, cool. This is where I'm at so far. Got the spindles, whatever you want to call them, tires, everything. I think where I'm going to start though is with the front end, because I'm going to try and grease these. Probably use the chain wax, get something in there that's halfway decent. Probably grease these, obviously. Gonna 9% sure I'm gonna have to do some sort of alignment, get those all locked into place. Yeah, I'm just kind of winging it, you know, just going with it and see what happens. And yeah, sometimes it's just better to go with the flow. Things function a little better that way sometimes. Nothing looks broken, but we won't know until we get there. It's got, looks like a battery strap, tire pressure gauge, some zip ties. Looks like there's a DVD in there. It has a title that can be processed if you want it, I guess. Cotter pins. Little bumper for the handlebars. Battery. Tail light. Bunch of reflectors. Hub bumpers, whatever you want to call them. Fuel cap. What is this? No way, that's cool. Did it come with a battery tender? That's cool. Yeah, it sure is. I was not expecting that. That's pretty nifty that they gave you that. Metal gas cap, don't like that, but whatever, it is what it is. Seat, I don't know. We could probably get a different cover for it if we had to, because it feels kind of cheap. Like if you really put some hours on this bike, that seat's gonna be the first thing to get ripped up. But there's little details on it that I don't like. But I mean, for the price and a 200cc, I don't think it's too bad. I'm pretty sure we can find aftermarket stuff, exhaust and stuff like that. But I don't know, just still getting on there. Just trying to assessing everything first before I really get into the build, putting it together. Oil right next to that. I'm probably gonna header wrap this, just, I don't know, not necessarily for performance, but heat performance, I guess you'd say. Heat, keeping the heat down. I mean, it doesn't look like somebody's foot is gonna slip on because there's a guard that goes right here, but being that close to all this, I don't know if I care for that. But all right, cool. All right, so I started with the rear rack. Doesn't look the best. Ew, what is that? Ew. Might have to wash this thing. And now we're gonna have a barking fit. Reason I started with the rear rack is so I can lift it up, get the rear wheels on, get it off the rest of the crate here, and probably put the stand underneath it so I can finish everything else. As yeah, it's kind of difficult to do it because these side is welded on, so it's hard to do anything on this side. So basically you got to remove it completely to do the thing. But oh well. Yeah, I want to explain this a little bit. Some of you may know, some of you may not. Just to give you a little heads up. It's not bad though. All right, so I was like, where does this go? This outer one here, but it's not as difficult as I thought. Pull them off. All right, I greased the splines on here. I'm trying to do this without, you know, and recording. Grease them up. Because if it's kind of a wobble point, because after it breaks, you know, you're riding it for a while, the splines are gonna just loosen up. So it's good to have some grease in there. Go all the way around it. A little bit more. Get it on all the splines. I'm gonna do this all one-handed if I can keep track of what I'm doing here. I mean, you don't need a whole lot, but to make sure you get all the splines. So and there's gonna be some excess. This is probably just a little bit of preventative maintenance, I think, especially with it being, you know, cheaper bike. So wipe my finger off. But this thing, this piece right here, goes over that. Slide the tire. Oh, see if I can do this one-handed. Oh, bear with me. Get it lined up in there. All right. There we go. It's a little bit extra. What I do with the extra is swipe it off. Get that. Put it on this side, because this is contacting the washer that's underneath the silver plate there. Probably just do a little bit more. I'm trying to just do a little more explanation in my videos, because I always leave people guessing. I leave out all the tricky parts. Not intentional, it's just trying to figure it out. I can't really record and try and figure it out. It gets kind of boring. But it goes on like this. And I used a 24mm wrench on this. Maybe not necessarily the right one, but it worked. It's got the holes in there, so you just got to get it pretty snug, lined up for the cotter pin. It's starting to get a little warm out here, so I can get it in. You just want to tighten it up to where you're going too far past it, then you have to loosen it up. But right there feels pretty nice, lined up. And it came with all the pins, so we'll grab it. This part is fairly easy now, after doing one. I mean, I've done these before, but the bike was already put together and just taken apart, so I had already seen it. And this you can do all by hand. I put the longer piece on the outside. Oh, maybe this one. You can do it by hand, but maybe this is the wrong one here, because it might be a longer one. The other one was really easy. Oh, yeah, there it is. Those are shorter ones. Here's the longer one that I want. Those are probably for the front over there. So snatch that one back out. Save that. Yeah, this should be a lot easier. Longer side on the out, bend up, over, and down. And that should do that. Now that's all set. And you take your little rubber cap, and that's what that silver piece is for. It's gonna. Oh, and these tires do come not inflated. Oh, come on. I think I'm working on that a little bit. There we go. So I don't have them fully inflated right now, but they're at the operating PSI is like 10, and to set the bead is like, I think it said 20, maybe more, I'm not sure. But overall, it's not looking too bad. She's a little narrow, but not too bad. All right, we'll catch back up with you guys in a little bit once I figure out the next step. It's probably getting it off this thing. Getting a stand underneath it. Little update on what I've gotten so far. Tightened, but with that rubber boot being ripped there, I just took some of my chain wax. Not sponsored by chain wax. Got it in there. Hopefully that kind of helps a little bit. The front is kind of like the back. I just greased it up. Got the pin in there. Show you over here. There's a spacer that goes on the outside of the rim. That seat's right in here. It's good to grease all this up. You don't have to go too crazy with it. Probably a little bit on the back here. Now I'm ready to put my rubber boot on. So I didn't understand this part because this has got its own sleeve way in there, so I don't know if you even need all that. I don't even know if you need that thing, but it was on there, so I'm gonna leave it. See if I can make it work. But I feel like it's backwards, but it was bent. I could probably deal without it. Yeah, I think I'm gonna take this off. I don't think you even need it, but I just got all that stuff tightened up, and we'll see. All right, so yeah, I took it off. It still spins good, and now we're just gonna get the cotter pin back in there, and it is tight. I was worried about over tightening it, but it worked out all right. So yeah, get that pin back in there, get the rubber dust cover on there, and that should be good. A little update, got everything put together for the most part. I think, other than some reflectors, lights on, plugged in, wires on, batteries in. Still need to do the seat, obviously. No gas yet. But yeah, this is where we're at so far. I'm going to wax the chain once we get it running. Let it idle for a little bit, make sure it's got oil in it. Pretty much just make sure everything works. I did notice this. I just didn't record it, but this little bracket right here was bent straight down. I bent it back up, painted a little bit, put a little bit of paint on it because the paint was cracked right off. And this rear hydraulic brake does not work. But the thing is, it has cable for the back too, so it's got lots of brakes. Yeah, we're almost there. I think now I just got to check the oil, put some gas in it, see if it has power. If it doesn't, I'll get the battery charger out here because it came with a charger too, so I wonder if it actually needs one. And I think I know why this paint is bubbling off, because there was brake fluid, so it probably needs to be bled out, and or the master cylinder there needs to be replaced. But that's where we're at for now. I'm gonna get all the fluids checked and everything, and we'll be back with you when I think we're ready to fire it up. All right, this is some crap. I finally got spark out of it. It was something really, really ridiculous. Let me show you. This stupid thing right here has a sectional switch, but you'd think it would reset right back to the middle. It wasn't. But I checked a bunch of wires. Things were just not making sense. Finally got freaking spark out of it, out of the spark plug, put it back in, and I killed the battery. So I got the charger on there. I'm gonna try that, let it charge up. It's got fuel, it's sparked. This thing is crappy. Putting the seat in here, it was already chewed up like that, but getting it actually in there, it's pretty janky. But whatever, we'll see. I'll be back once the battery's charged up a little bit, and hopefully it'll fire up. It's so quiet. I literally turned the video off, hit the button, and it fired right up. Let that battery charge up a little bit. I'll probably take that off, but it's alive. Cool. Right on. So I'm gonna let it run for a few minutes. It's running. Oh, you got me a sandwich? Sweet. Thank you. Alright, so it runs. We just got to get the tires pumped up a little bit more. The exhaust is burning off some nasty smells. So yeah, that stinks. This is a pain in the butt, so we aren't even going to really mess with that. We're just going to shut it off with the key and should be good. But yeah, I took it around the block real quick to see how it goes. It's not bad. It's pretty quick, but we don't need to go that fast. But yeah, alrighty then. Still got this thing too. She sounds pretty good. She's been sitting for a couple weeks. We'll get this one out. We got to get the little ones out. Right, I'm gonna take this thing for a little ride. Don't run into my bike. But not very sharp turning. CVT is not too bad. Pretty decent. I mean, it'll work for her when trail riding and probably have a kid on the back with her. Because we still have the SYXR, but nobody rides it. The other two were kind of a little scared to ride it. I was training my daughter to, kind of ride it a little bit. Just pushing her around the yard until she got used to it. But she doesn't want to do that. And my other son, he's afraid of crashing it. Which, I mean, I get it. There's nothing, wrong with that. Just we needed an open area where you could ride and not have to worry about crashing it. Yeah, I still live in the same neighborhood. Just a few streets over. Yeah, it's got high beams, low beams, and marker lights, and brake lights. So it's kind of cool. It's good for a leader vehicle too, because they, if we're following on our dirt bikes, we watch them, we can see them, slowing down. But I don't know. But that's it, guys. Thank you for watching LD Moto. We got the toys there. So next video is probably going to be us going to a trail somewhere. But yeah, that is the 200cc. I think it's an RPS or something. It doesn't even have an official name. But you know what it is. We'll see you guys next time.